Billy Graham was a close friend of my granddad's for all of their lives, actually, until my granddad died in 1980. But they came to a parting of the ways in the late 1950s when my granddad felt that Billy Graham was leaving behind his fundamentalist convictions. And the issue was over separatism. The question was, should Christians who are doctrinaire Orthodox Christians ever hang out with people that they disagree with on some important theological matter? And my granddad said, no, they shouldn't. And Billy Graham said, perhaps they should, in the interest of saving more souls for Jesus. So they came to a parting of the ways. But in 1956, in the spring, my grandmother and my grandfather went down to North Carolina and spent an entire week with the Grahams in their home, and my granddad and Billy spent a lot of time hashing out their disagreement. That same week in North Carolina was the week when Edward R. Murrow for CBS News went to Billy Graham's house in the Carolinas and spent a week setting up a whole half-an-hour long shoot, a program about Billy and Ruth and their home in North Carolina. And my grandparents were there tripping over the wires that the camera crews were laying all through the house. When they got back to Wheaton, Illinois, where I lived, I was 6 years old at the time, I heard from my grandmother that the Graham children had their own personal and private ice cream soda fountain. And this enraged me. I couldn't imagine why anybody else would have a soda fountain and I wouldn't get to have a soda fountain. When a few years later my granddad and Billy split up, and came to, at least my grandfather was accusing Billy of forsaking the evangelical movement and the fundamentalist movement. I remembered that soda fountain and I thought, anybody who disagrees with my granddad must be a criminal or a communist or some horrible person, and it's even worse that his children had their very own soda fountain machine.